In 1938, January 38, we moved out of London to Hillingdon, Middlesex. And I was working in London in the factory in Canal Road, Dalston, making men's made-to-measure clothing, you know, their suits. They used to come in and be measured and we made their suits. It was a very scary time for all people. That when you left home in the morning, you never knew if you were going to get home that night or you were going to be dead, injured, what? You wondered how many bombers he had. Nothing to have 7 hours or more of them. The bomb would come down and the blast would do as much damage as the bomb done. Know what I mean? If it came down in the street, made big holes, and the blast would make the houses crumble. And one day, these bombs came down on parachutes. They'd come down on parachutes, and as they hit the ground, bits would fly out all over, and with fire coming out of them. And I was jumping all over them. They was about that long, about that fat, and they was all alight. They was setting houses alight and everything. And of course they were flying like this, scared the life out of me. I thought I was going to die burnt.
Underneath the lantern by the barricade, darling, I remember the way you used to wait. 'Twas there that you whispered tenderly that you loved me, you'd always be my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Time would come for roll call, time for us to part. Darling, I'd caress you and press you to my heart, and there 'neath that far-off lantern light, I'd hold you tight, we'd kiss goodnight, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Orders came for sailing somewhere over there, all confined to barracks was more than I could bear. I knew you were waiting in the street, I heard your feet, but could not meet, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Resting in a billet just behind the line, even though we're parted, your lips are close to mine. You wait where that lantern softly gleams, your sweet face seems to haunt my dreams, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene, my lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene.
We lost friends, we lost neighbours. It curbed our lives. It altered our lives in such a way that we were teenagers, but we grew up so quickly. We had to. I found it sad to go walking round places that I'd known all my life, and they weren't there anymore. Neither were the people. They'd either been, moved out or killed or injured. And although you felt sad, upset, you had to learn that life had to go on. You had to keep going and having that bit of temper against the Germans that made you go forward. They aren't coming and with their jackboots marching down our streets. That was the attitude of 99% of the people. It did make people's backbone very firm against the Germans, very firm.
Again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do.
But then again, you see, during the war, it made such a difference to people that were standoffish. You were all in the same boat. People that had held themselves apart, you all needed that clinging together, if you know what I mean, to help one another. People that had thought they were above you and only passed the time of day soon learnt that they needed you. Going home, I had to go to Liverpool Street and catch the tube to Hillingdon. Well, when the bombing got really bad, my mum, she opened the local Gazette on the Saturday morning, and after I'd had my breakfast, she turned it round, find yourself a job.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that my heart and mind embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
I was making Navy sea coats. They came on all in bits, rolled up together. You made them up from scratch, as we called it. You made a hood that they could tie, you know, and the collar, the hood fitted sort of like that, so that no water went down their necks. And the pocket flaps were very, very deep, so no water got in them. You made the sleeves, the cuffs and the sleeves, and then fitted it all together. Were very well thought of, very well planned, in my estimation. When they were made up and you were doing the last bits, oh, they were heavy. By the time you'd done a day's work, you know, and we were young, you know, I was young, wasn't I? It still made your shoulders ache and your body ache. Sometimes I could hardly push my bike pedals round. But no matter how hard that work was, and how tired you were, I always felt that every coat I made kept a sailor, I kept him warm. I kept him free of getting soaking wet. So every coat I made, and I made to the best of my ability. Every one I made I felt up you, Hitler. I loved my country. We all did in the East End. Our country was us. I think it was when I was making the Navy Seacoats. It gave me a sense of purpose, but I thought that I wasn't doing enough for my country. And because then the war was escalating. Know what I mean? Things were going on and getting worse as time went on. And seeing what went on around, seeing people in London looking ill, thin, haggard, maybe that was what spurred me to join the ATS.
I'll never forget the people I met, braving those angry skies. I remember well as the shadows fell, the light of hope in their eyes. And though I'm far away, I sometimes hear them say, thumbs up, for when the dawn comes up, there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after. Tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. And Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see.
I cycled to Hounslow Barracks. I took an examination. you know, a written examination and a spoken examination. And then I had to do this thing with like a rod with a round ring like that on the end over an electric pipe thing. If you touch the pipe, the bell rang. Well, the first time I did it, the bell rang once. The second time I did it, the bell never rang at all. That was a nerve test, I found out. And that was why I was put into the Royal Artillery, because of the gun noises and seeing aircraft, and they realised that we were going to get bombed. I got a letter with a travel warrant to go to Fulford Barracks, York. I felt I was in the army, and I felt I'm cock of the north. Know what I mean? I felt good.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So watch out, Mr. Hitler, you have met your match in us. If you think you can crush us, we're afraid you've missed the bus. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think we're on the run? We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
All the ATS, whatever job you did throughout the war, had to do it because that released a man for fighting. In a way, you're half woman and half man, because you're doing a job that a man did. And in a lot of ways, we were treated like a man. But a woman isn't a man. There are times when you felt really tired and ill. But you had to overcome that, because you all had a job to do. You all had a part to play as a team. I was in what was called left half battery. We were outside Plymouth. It was very rough, hard. I mean, they would come and try to put us out, if they could, with the bombs. Because if they put a battery out, they knew they'd kill people who were working those guns.
bumped into Sergeant's neck, put his arms around his neck, and in his ear he whispered tenderly, "Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you falling, shower leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me." Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you falling, shower leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me.
I was what was known as a height finder plotter. And I did the height of which the plane was flying. I could get on to, say, 2 wingtips, provided got them dead level. 2 tailplanes, whatever part of the aircraft I could get on fastest. But I had to be sure that they were level before I called ready for action. And then that would go through to the guns and then they would fire. It was very, very tiring work, both on your body and on your eyesight and your hearing, because you've got the guns firing, but you couldn't use the little jelly things that they told you to put in your ears because you couldn't hear the orders. We were all trained as well to look and listen, because German aircraft engines were entirely different to British engines. The German aircraft engines did what I called in my mind, they laboured. They went, whereas all our aircraft, Rolls-Royce engines, Merlin engines and that, were smooth. And when you heard aircraft, you shouted, "Aircraft!"
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio, here I go on my way. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Not a tear, but a cheer, make it gay. Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm away. Till we meet once again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.
Wish me luck as you
I've known girls, after we've been firing for hours and hours, go down into the command post and cry with fatigue. You'd sit on the floor, on the concrete with your back against the wall, so tired that when you lit a match or your lighter up, you couldn't get it to your fag. Know what I mean? You're like this. Because you're relaxing. But then, in your head, you were saying, God, is that bell going to ring again? When the bell went, you ran for your life if you were on duty at the command post. No time at all in 24 hours up on that gun park was ever wasted. Time was of the essence, because the faster you got your shells off, the faster you had a chance of bringing them down. More aircraft we got, less was one less to come over any city. Every aircraft that we hit or damaged or was brought down further over was one less going back to Germany.
Give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. I give you a toast, ladies and gentlemen. May this fair land we love so well in dignity and freedom dwell. The worlds may change and go awry, while there is still one voice to cry. Country lane, wherever there's a cottage small beside a field of grain, there'll always be an England while there's a busy street. Wherever there's a turning wheel, a million marching feet. Red, white and blue, what does it mean to you? Surely you're proud, shout it aloud, Britain's awake. The Empire too, we can depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me.
We downed 14 and a half, the first plane, I saw our shell hit it, killed the rear gunner, must have done, and then it caught fire. I could see where the shell hit that aircraft, and I knew that even if we didn't bring it down, we'd done enough damage for another one to bring it down. I used to think, that's for my beloved family and my East End. I made my work my life because I saw what they did to Plymouth, and that really upset me. But when I went home on leave and saw the destruction, it hardened me that much more. And that was what kept us going, no matter how tired you were. I felt that every aircraft that we damaged or brought down, that was one less to be diverted to my or any other town.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor look too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life for broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at the beginning, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are done, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 40 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.